We have to say it, because if you
Hello.
press the button at the same time, it's disaster.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I'm glad I didn't. I'll leave it up to you. But welcome everyone to this new show in this series that's becoming a thing. We have Javi here today from Clashdom, and we're gonna have a chat. Well, you were just saying to us that you're from Barcelona, right? Have you
Yeah,
actually been in contact with Santi from the Green Folks? Because they're from there as well.
yeah. I saw their interview some days ago, and no, we've been sharing. Well, I've written him like once or twice. I know him from the other Telegram groups, but we haven't met yet in person.
Okay.
We may have common people like Giuseppe, the current official inspector from WAX. You know, the official inspector guild. I don't know the exact term. OIG.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of a big deal in the WAX ecosystem. And yeah, I think he must be a common nexus for Santi and me. I know other people that appear here and there, because in the end we are like a bunch of 200 people with 800 different Telegram groups, right? You're
Yeah,
meeting the same people
it's true.
over and over the place.
Yeah, I know. I know that they always want to kind of do stuff, collaborations from the Green Folks, and also I'm just mentioning because maybe being closer might even make things easier if you guys want to do any kind of collab. It's always good.
Yeah, no, for sure. The fact that we can meet physically, that can make some sparks to
Yeah, yeah.
appear. I mean,
Plus the
yeah,
time zone is a big thing, right? Like in this space,
yeah,
everyone is from
sure,
everywhere, so it makes it easier.
yeah. No, they are doing a great project there, and all the mechanics they are applying to this collecting series. I think it has more depth than it looked in at first glance, for me at
Yeah,
least.
I agree. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself and your project then, because then
Mhm.
we'll get to we just started. We haven't actually said anything on that yet. So, guys, this is Javi. You can introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, I'm Javi. I'm part of the Clashdown team, and well, Clashdown it's a branch of our game studio. We are called Rebalmatic, and we've been producing games since 2011. And when Flash games, when Flash was still a thing, and at 2014 we changed. We left Flash and started producing HTML5 games. And since then, we've been making games for ourselves or for developments for clients. And I don't know, maybe 2 or 3, no, I think it was 2 years ago, we first had a meeting with a team of people that had blockchain games. We made some development for them, and that was our first time making something in the blockchain. And after that, um, Giuseppe, the official inspector general, mentioned us that there was this grants that they were giving in the WAX ecosystem for new projects to endorse the technology. And at first, yeah, we were super noob, and we said okay, but we weren't really convinced. At that time, we weren't aware of what an NFT was. Well, you for sure knew the CryptoPunks, but you were in that mental stage where you still said, but that's an image, I can download it. What makes a difference between having I can print it? So, but once you actually pay or receive for free one of these NFTs, you start changing your mindset a little bit. And it's been taking some months for us to change our mentality from our background to the possibilities of blockchain games and the NFTs. But I think we are onto a good thing now. We are reshaping our initial idea for the project, but I think we are all kind of reshaping our thoughts from one day to the next in some sense. That's what I feel, at least.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think it is a constant development, a constant evolution of what you set out to do and then what you end up doing, because it's just such a dynamic space, right?
Yeah, we all of us, we are kind of pioneering here. We are making random tests and trying stupid stuff for the people that will arrive here later, and they can leverage on our experience, right?
Yeah.
So this is our portal, and right now we have two kind of events. We organize these tournaments around casual games, so everyone can, with little to no background, can start playing match 3 games or tower defense games, puzzle games. And we have these tournaments on one side where people pay a small fee to play in the tournament, and later the prize pot is split among the participants. And we also have PvP duels, so players can challenge another unknown rival. And yeah, that's even a lighter experience in the sense that they can start playing now, and in minutes they receive the result of the challenge, and they get the wax back. So they pay 5 wax and they receive, if they are lucky, 19.5. And yeah, right now this was the original idea, the original concept, and now we are iterating on this by adding NFTs on our games. But in our case, it's kind of difficult to preserve the pure competition unaltered without making a whole pay-to-play experience. You know, when you start using NFTs, it could easily be transformed into this kind of experience where if you have the bigger axe, you make the most kills of the whole tournament. So we are trying to find our own formula.
The tools
here.
that you get are more efficient than the other ones that you get free
exactly.
in the game, for example, right?
Yeah, so it's been kind of a struggle to find the proper formula to match all these things without breaking the competition. But we have some decent things in our pipelines at the moment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in kind of a week or two, we are releasing some lands for our Endless Siege game, the tower defense. And later on, we are publishing also an NFT collection that will have some use, a competition around it. And we will use that competition to give away the NFTs you so generously gave away for us, for our community, the land plots on the Uplift World.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's a lot of work.
Yeah, I can only imagine. And what about the gameplay? Like, is it in browser, or how does it work?
Yeah, you can play straight from your browser, from computer, or even on your mobile, tablet, wherever.
It runs on HTML5 as well?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So no need to download extra plugins. You can just improvise a play while you're in the commuting on the subway or wherever you are. They are not super demanding in terms of brain usage, but still people find ways to find optimal tactics strategies, and they always outplay us. I don't know how these players always do to find ways to improve the performance of even the developers when they play our games. It's kind of frustrating and funny.
Yeah.
But we
I guess
suck.
the developers spend a lot of time thinking about the mechanics, solving bugs and stuff, while as these guys, they only optimize in the gameplay itself, right? Like in just playing and playing over and over again. So you can get pretty good at it.
Yeah. We suck at our own games. It's kind of frustrating. Whenever we try playing, we can get a decent price.
I feel like that's what like all the gamers companies say. We had somebody say that last night as well, right?
Really?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. These guys are monsters. Are super talented. I don't know. They're playing in a different tier than us, but it's what it is, I guess. Our job is not to outplay them; it's to make good and solid games.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right?
I think that's a good point.
Right, and I mean, if you're making games that they're better at than you, it's kind of an interesting concept in of itself, right? Like if they're so engaged that they're actually better than the developers, then that's pretty cool in a way, right?
Yeah. It's like when after years and years of playing tennis, I introduce a friend of mine to play with me. The first day I'm beating the crap out of him, but in just 2 days my physical shape can't stand the match any longer, and I'm humiliated once again. But yeah, with games it's exactly that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was about to say that maybe in the Uplift is a total different experience because it's just about creativity. So, well, no, but still there are people out there that are really good at building stuff. I'm amazed at what people are doing. Back then,
I was gonna say, like, what is the plan for you guys? Like, and what's let's start with the experience. Like, who's building on your plot?
At the moment, it's been a while since we haven't keep working on the plot because when we had to stop the development when the migration started, and after that pause, it was a little bit tough to get back to the work, and also as I was telling you before, I have also a kid of 23 months, and the time slot I had to build stuff on Minecraft that was at night. Now it's kind of compromised because the kid is not sleeping well, and I'm so broken at morning. So
yeah, man,
these first days, I really enjoyed the experience, and as soon as the kid sleeps slightly more well than that he does now, I'll be back on track, and hopefully I find some other fellas to help me building because it's a titanic venture. It's a massive amount of work. I remember.
Yeah, but you guys already managed to build like quite a cool dome, a Clash dome, I guess that I saw there already.
Yeah. Back then, those days I had the extra help of David, one of our programmers, and he's been in a serious Minecraft player for years and years, and I learned a lot of stuff from him. It was really interesting to keep asking him stuff, and he was showing me some tricks like the circuits, building circuits, and the animals, and crafting stuff, because back then we weren't even in creative mode. Back then we were on survival, and I felt so inspired by Anders' commitment with survival mode that I said I'm doing the hard way. But after a couple of weeks, I said, "Fuck no, that's not my thing." I'm back on cheating. But it was so tough in those days building a bridge connecting two big mountains and dying like 30 times to connect the two extreme the sides. It was. And Anders, of course, he was making fun of me in the background, but yeah, the survival mode can be really tricky and humiliating when you die out of bushes. When a simple bush is damaging you, it's like no way. How can this be so tricky?
But yeah, I mean, like one of my plots. Sometimes when I just need to relax, I just go and build my stuff, like whatever, just tune out and do that. But like one of my plots, I've built these like trees that are really high, and it's like kind of go up with ladders and stuff like that. But yeah, like sometimes I fall off and like I fall far. It's like, and it's just like the amount of times that you die. Like today, like I was like getting killed by like spiders because I guess I didn't have enough light, and I must have died by spiders, like death by spider, like I don't know, 5 or 6 times, and then like a 4.5 minute period, and I'm just like,
yeah. But you were losing all your stuff, or
no? Well, so like the way that it's set up now is that when you die, you keep your inventory. So
okay.
I think I kind of wish it wasn't that way, to be honest. Like I'd probably be a little bit more careful.
Yeah.
If it wasn't that way, right? So it used to not, like you used to have to go back and get it. And I kind of feel like that's maybe a better way to do it, especially when people are, it's kind of mean thing to say, but especially when people are coming like to your plots and walking around and hanging out, right? Like hopefully you have things that are lit up well enough so that people don't get killed by spiders on your land when they're visiting you. But like, yeah, I don't know how that really works, like, or what's going to happen when more people get into these community sectors. It'll be really interesting to follow that and see.
Yeah, I don't know which kind of synergies or stuff we will find emerging from these creative plots and yeah, because visitors will have a lot of restrictions in there, but we have to find sweet spots for them to interact and well do meaningful stuff. I guess the most straightforward option is the scavenger hunts. Those can be really engaging, but yeah, I think there are other options out there that we can explore. For instance, in the dome you mentioned, we plan to have non-playable characters combating each other, like having villagers against zombies, or that golem thing defending the villages. So people would gather around in the dome and bet for their champions, and yeah, the outcome of fights against, I mean, between the 50 villagers against 20 zombies, for me it's totally I don't know who will win out of that. And it can be intriguing and engaging, see how the thing unfolds and see how they kill each other. And I don't know, it was a little bit sadistic, but I would like to watch that.
Yeah, like just put together a battle. I can see like that being entertaining. I don't even know if villagers fight back on zombies, but I'm sure the golems would. So you could figure something out there.
Yeah.
or just I don't know if there would be a way to actually make them fight, for example, right?
Yeah.
And I think that point that you made is interesting too. Yeah, for now, like there's a little bit of a limit to what are the ideas and the mechanics available. Like what can you do and let people do in your plot and make it interesting and interactable. But there should be more stuff coming as well, right? Like in the future. So the team is definitely thinking about more and more ways to make each plot potentially more interactable and also even cater for specific mechanics for different projects in the space and all, right?
Yeah. So
There's
speaking
someone
of speaking of plots, do you want to share your screen? Do you?
Yeah.
Can we go in and have a look at what you guys have built?
Me?
Do you have access to the plot, to the game?
Yeah. But I don't know if my computer can handle this. But I'm logging right now.
Okay, yeah, let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Okay,
so try. If it doesn't work, we can try.
Okay.
Morton, yeah, because Morton had a question. He wanted to know how do you get through the glass to enter the arena? He can't penetrate the dome. So like, yeah, maybe you could show us you show us around. But yeah, if the computer does, I understand that fully. My computer is really bad. I probably
I wish I could render those fancy images with the shaders and things, but the machine would literally explode.
Yeah, I know, right?
I
like
get that.
Mine's like super hot, like just like where the battery part, like where the content goes through, just because it's running so many things at once. But I think I'm gonna have to get like 2 computers, one that I can just do that, because it does take a lot of resources, right?
Sure.
On your back end.
But I think maybe Alien Worlds even makes my fan go crazier than Minecraft. That's what.
Wow, really?
That's what I thought. Yeah. It starts well, and also our games, because Minecraft. I think it's a super polished product.
Yeah, it's well optimized as well, right?
Yeah, but still, I wouldn't be able to run shaders on it. Yeah, I'm almost there.
No problem.
Yeah, the thing is that I was over pretentious with my goals for the land plot, and every day I logged in, I went crazy, and if one day I wanted to finish a building, when I logged in, I said, no, what we need is the sewers of the city, and now we need a van to serve meals for the visitors of the arena. And so there's bits and pieces.
That's pretty nice.
There. Yeah, it's like someone with TDH planning things on Minecraft. So yeah.
I like
let's see
that,
if it
though.
works now. No, once
I think that's one of the coolest thing about the Uplift and Minecraft in general, especially in creative where you guys are, which is just to let loose your creativity and just go crazy with this stuff. I'm imagining this arena, so I will need that, like this sport area, and then I'll need that thing over there, and then the more you do, the more you want to do as well, and just make it look really simple.
So, it all started with the arena, but then I wanted to make a city of people and 2 different factions of the city. So there's a poor part of the city that sends their champions to fight at the dome. It's like the classical Thunderdome of Mad Max. Yeah, the concept is there. Let's see if it starts now.
All good. No pressure. If it doesn't, we can skip it.
What I don't know is how to share my. Okay, no, I see the icon.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, let's see. There you go. There you go.
So yeah,
okay. Sorry, Jim.
No, it's okay. I thought I'd ask while we wait. So what plans do you guys have for the community plots that you've received? Because now you've got the community plots. Are you planning on doling those out? Like, are you planning on making competitions out of them, doing collaborative work with them? Like, any plans at all, or you're still kind of thinking about what you're going to do with them?
We have some ideas for some of the land plots that will be part of the prize in our upcoming contest. It will be called Clash Struggle, like the class struggle, but making a small pun. And yeah, 6 of the land plots will be giveaway in this tournament, but the others I'm still trying to figure a meaningful way to give them away. And I'm also pitching some of the guys in our community to see if they would be interested, just to give them straight away to some of them, because they've been there with us for months and months, and they really deserve some gesture from our side. But the thing is that not all of them have Minecraft or have played Minecraft or are familiar. I'm trying to figure what to do with most of the land plots still, I guess.
Yeah, one thing I like about it is if people have the ability to get Java, I think like the learning curve is pretty. I think the learning curve is pretty not so steep, right? Like it's not that difficult for new players to come in. Like I just started, a couple months ago. I've never done it before. And it's kind of fun way to engage your community and have them come in and build together and kind of participate beyond your project together. So I like that idea. I like the fact that you're gonna reward members who have been with you in your community for a long time and give them that incentive model to come and hang out with other community members even more. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, at some point I would like to explore the options to make something more entangled between our games and what Uplift has to offer, but we're working on a couple of projects at the moment, and my brain capacity is not there yet, but I'm really looking forward to all the possible synergies that might emerge from all of this. I don't know what's happening, but I can connect to the game. I don't know what's happening.
That's okay. Maybe I can try. What are the coordinates? Let me try.
Yeah, let me fetch them.
Let's see if mine will work. Mine's going to be super slow too, but at least we can have a look,
Yeah.
And what you said, it was the gratitude server?
Yeah, gratitude. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay, I'm logging in. Yeah, I can remember the. Okay, let me check.
Oh yeah, Clash you guys are in gratitude. I thought you were in Genesis for a second there.
No, gratitude. No, we're sorry. We're in Genesis. The coordinates are 2006. I mean, how do you guys say this? 2600 and 3600.
Yeah. Okay, 2600, 3600.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to see if it works again. I've rebooted the program, so hopefully we can fly around. Okay.
Yeah, just pulling it up now, so it should be a minute. So.
Yeah, cool. And then I think what you said as well, I was going to just mention that I think it's interesting, the idea that you have of entangling the games a little bit more too, because you guys' games are not so complex. It seems like in terms of the playability, like some are like maybe a tic-tac-toe type of thing, and some are a little bit more complex. but it ranges a little bit, right? You may be able to maybe create something like that with even redstone in Minecraft. You know, it's not going to be as cool as you look in the browser, but maybe there's a way, you know, like for you to create something there.
That was one of my first goals. Back then, I don't know if it was maybe back when. Well, the first time I remember that Corey mentioned Atlantic Records. We had to schedule a call with Corey and Jimmy, I guess, or I think probably it was Greg. And I wanted to build a surprise for them. I wanted to make like a how's it called, the track they did for gratitude.
Okay.
The track, the gratitudes.
Oh, right, like a
how the
rail,
lyrics.
you know.
Yeah. So I tried to figure out the equivalences of the notes and the frequencies of the blocks. And I started making a circuit there as a gift for them, as a homage. But I'm so bad at it. I'm the guy that makes the doodles, so circuits are not my thing for sure.
That's
And
still a really cool idea that you sat down and did that, though. I like that.
yeah, the thing is that maybe I screwed so badly that Ben Friesland Pop showed up in my plot and say, "Hey, you guys, what are you doing here? You're consuming the resources of the server." Because I had some closed loops in there, and he started to making a tutorial for me to build how to build a proper auto playable music thingy, but it was so complex that I said, okay, never mind. And he managed to make the song, the track, the Eye of the Tiger from Rocky. He I don't know how, I guess he has some kind of software to do that, to convert a track into a circuit. And he said, okay, I'll show up here in some days and I'll copy paste this into below your dome. So whenever you guys have a match in there or a combat, you can play the track and hear the track going on while Panda Bears fights zombies. But I guess we still have to paste that big chunk of a circuit below our dome. Yeah, sorry guys, this is not working. I don't know what. I see an error that says Bungie chord whatever, like a red text, and it doesn't allow me to connect. No. Outdated server.
It's okay. I'm
pulling
mine up.
It might be the. Are you trying to connect to metaverse.theuplift.world, or is it a different address?
It's 1.16.5. Does that ring a bell?
Like when you go to multi-player and then you go to the server, like what's the address of the server? Play.theuplift.world.
Okay. No, I don't see the IP. You mean?
No, just the address. Like you can go to maybe edit or information about the server that you've already set up.
Edit. Okay, yeah. It's metaverse.theuplift.world.
Okay, that should be the correct one, and I'm not too sure. Well, I guess Jimmy can pull it up. I can work out with you later on as well on Telegram so we can fix it.
Okay. So yeah, we had lots of cool stuff to try here.
Yeah, I would really love to actually at least understand a little bit better on redstone contraptions, because they can get like super complex, and but at least to do some cool simple things. But I never really got to spend the time learning redstone. At some point I'd like to.
Yeah, my circuit that played the gratitude song was so lame. I don't even have a musical ear, and it sucked so badly that I said, okay, never mind. So what we came up was making a drawing for you guys. Anya, our artist, make a drawing that blended the two words of Clashdom and the Uplift. So we share a common color palette, and it was nice to bring these two styles together. And yeah, I don't know, it must be the drawing somewhere. Maybe I can show it here. Well, maybe later. Okay. But yeah, I changed my plan. So no gratitude song. Let's focus on what we can do on time and are good at. And we came up with this great illustration. We can watch it later. Yeah, this looks like our plot.
I think we got you now. Yeah, where do you want me to go? Is it this way?
Yeah, that way. Yeah, we have this van that you can get your hot dogs in on the other side.
That's awesome. I like
Yeah,
that.
because
Nice.
yeah, because if you want to fit all the people in the arena, you need yeah. And there's this guy. I don't know. He's not willing to work much lately. He's just standing there on the kitchen. But and yeah, we have on the other side we have the stadium, the dome, and maybe if you fly a little bit, you will have a cool view of it.
Oh wow, that's very cool.
So yeah, the one side, the supporters of one team will occupying the blue side of the arena, and there's the pink one, the pink side. And yeah, around all this dome, we plan to build a city with these buildings you see up there. But yeah, there's a lady selling the tickets. If she is still around, I don't know. If maybe she fled with the server migrations. Yeah, we had plenty of panda bears inside the dome, but when we migrated the servers, all that wildlife went like poof, disappeared.
Yeah, I had that issue too. Actually, I had a pretty cool little farm over there. How do you get into the dome? Is there a way to get in?
You can't unless you have building rights and you crash one of these glass blocks.
All right.
For now, it's just built like that, but yeah, the idea is to make some tunnels underground tunnels, and we have these buildings up here from these.
I mean, that's a great view.
Yeah, the sunset. No, the yeah, when the sun rises, you can watch the whole thing from this platform here.
Is
It
this
reminds me
where
of
like
that,
the emperor decides who dies or not in the end, like the gladiator dies, or?
Well, that's another room. That's below the platform you're at. We have the VIP room, and yeah, there's a way to enter. But yeah, I guess I'll have to rebuild the entry, because now if it's broadcasted, everyone will know how to get in the VIP zone. So VIP won't make sense any longer.
Yeah, we'll keep it secret for now. So.
No, don't worry, it's okay.
It's funny. It actually reminds me of. Do you remember those like games that you used to play when you were a kid, and you would press the little button, and then the dice would like spin inside the little bubble?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
everyone see that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Where should we go next?
Remember that.
You can go down to those platforms and maybe see some of the small houses we built for the guys, the NPCs, like here. if you open the, there's
a nice little bed you got there.
small houses for the NPCs, but now it's a little bit, population. It's not can be seen anywhere. And
very eerie place.
Yeah,
It is,
we
right?
we want to
I
convey
agree.
that oppressive cyberpunk thing, but there's still a lot of green here and there. We have to put some asphalt on top of all that nature that is still visible. There you
Oh,
are.
there's a couple of villagers.
Yeah. And yeah, this is part of the original structure we built while we were on survival mode. If you go down those stairs, no, the dirt stairs down there.
Okay. I just wanted to see what was at the top of the bell tower.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the thing is that I started building all these in survival, and as soon as I got the tools to build on creative, I said, let's screw this. Let's go bigger. And when we went bigger, it was like where I can start with. It was kind of here. Originally there was a nether portal. I spent some time also building a cool portal, but on the nether side. So it's gone for good. It's in some server in some coordinates that I can recall them, but it was super top notch. The most beautiful construction I've ever did. It was on the nether. But yeah, it's for
That's
the
shame.
archaeologists who find it, they will enjoy it for sure. Yeah, so it's as I said, there's bits and pieces here and there, and I still have to put some more hours into this. The idea is to make a city around this area, and on the other side where there's the other big building, build the rest of the city. There's a sewer system where, yeah, we want to connect these both worlds, what we're building on Classroom and the story we want to tell there, and what people can actually experience here. So they have a sneak peek of what we speak about on our site, and see how the actual world of Classroom would look like here on Minecraft.
This is nuts, actually. This is pretty cool. Because I guess, you guys got this dropped in here. So it's just this massive mountain in the middle. I mean, this would be great. This would be great for like advertising space, right? Like you build a big like event, like a event thing that you can see from the tracks. That's going to be amazing, right?
Yeah. It looks like
I'm biggest billboard ever.
Yeah, I'm not living in Barcelona exactly, but it's a city called Hospitalet, which is close to Barcelona, and this side of the chunk looks like how buildings are made in Hospitalet. Huge, horrifying facades with gray, and it's horrifying. So now that I have
cool little space though, like these mountains.
That spot when I was exploring the place, when I got here the first time, it was super engaging and rewarding experience to find all these small hidden places here and there, to explore the caves, and all of them are sketches. Nothing can be actually experienced at depth, but at some point this place will be wonderful.
And did you plan like all of that in advance, or did you just go with the flow and just started like thinking at the top of the head and I want to build this or that, and just go with it?
I honestly can't answer that in a straight way. No, it was kind of planned, but when we shift from from survival to creative, then you could start spawning obsidian blocks at no cost. So yeah, the possibilities the whole project experienced a big shift in that moment, and still you can see some areas in there that are the hairs of the old ages, and like the caves in the background are still the I don't know what's going there. Be careful, because maybe you can. It's all like a fake Far West setting, where just the facades of the buildings are in there. But if you try to visit the inside, there's nothing.
Yeah, wow. It's like lots of secret places in there, like abandoned ruins or something.
That will be the idea. This in this exact spot there was another nether portal. So because of the migrations, we had to figure out what will be the final form of this thing. So there were things planned, but we had to be adaptive as the whole project, the Uplift World, got unwrapped, because we were all in the same spot here. We were like waiting for the whole thing, how how it got manifested in the final shape.
Yeah, that kind of looks like a boat from that view.
Yeah, exactly. Now that I own the land plot surrounding this, my main goal would be connecting the big chunk of land with the bridge. And after I'm done with that, I have to make some urgent modifications on one of these buildings that turn out to have an unpleasant shape without my planning. But not that it's not this one, it's the other. But anyway, cool. There's a lot of work to maybe you can visit the sewers too.
How do I get there?
Turn on your right, on your left, and try to find a hole in the ground in that area. If you crouch, is it possible to crouch below those slabs?
Not, you can't. You can crouch to look through maybe, but you can't go below that.
Okay, then you can go turn on the left.
Not this way?
on the obsidian pavement. Okay. And keep walking, and you see these trapdoors. If you open the two of them, you can get inside the sewers. Okay, there you go.
All right.
And this is the sewer system.
This is planned. This is really well planned out. Actually, I like that.
Yeah, we have to build the pavement on top of this, and then make the hidden libraries where the pariahs of the society live. And there's a lot of work. I have to trick people into helping me, because
so gonna get lost in here.
there are monsters out there that can build stuff on their own, but this is too much work for one person.
This is pretty cool detail. I like it with the mossy bricks and stuff as well. It's really cool.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, but the day I started building the sewers, my plan, for instance, was building another building, so a different building, and so it was kind of a jam session when I started improvising with an overall idea, more or less, in my head. But and if you get inside this tiny building here, the idea is to make some arcade with arcade machines. These are supposed to be arcade machines, and this is linked to our theme in classroom.
That's awesome. I really like the sea pickles as little arcade levers.
Well, you have to build with what you have. So there aren't that many things you can use as controllers, as joysticks. So sea pickles will have to work.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, so do you want to put some gratitudes up?
Sure. Yeah, but I've been thinking for a lot of time about the gratitude message that I still don't know what to. Yeah, I first of all, I this is the VIP room with the hidden entrance down there.
Looks
with the
really cool.
sofas. Yeah. The gratitude. Yeah, we can make a one of these signs on next to the dome that will, I guess it will be the main building here.
Here.
So yeah.
Okay, where do you want to put it?
Maybe in the entrance next to the ticket lady, if she's still around. You can go. Yeah, there's an entrance.
Hey, Martin MD. You should put on some
Okay.
shoes, Martin MD. You're gonna get cold, man.
Yeah, it's snowing out there.
Yeah, it was so cool when it was. Yeah, here, for instance. Yeah, it would be cool.
You want to put them here?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Let's throw one down. What are you grateful for, Javi? Sorry, Javi.
Yeah, Javi. Yeah, I guess it's a chance of being part of this moment in technology. I've heard this like a million times on your shows, but we are all grateful for being able to pioneer here somehow this blockchain technology and integration with NFTs and a really nice environment like Wax. People are super kind here. So how to put this into for the chance of to pioneer in this Wax NFT system, ecosystem or space? Yeah, perfect. Yeah,
Sweet.
That sums up really well.
How about Callie?
I'm grateful for the freedom of creativity in the crypto space.
Back then,
or maybe I had just in crypto if you can't. Yeah.
Okay. And Martin, you're here. Do you got one? Type one in the comments. We'll put one up for you too. What am I grateful for? I'm grateful. I'm so busy. I'm not. Constantly. Sorry. I'm grateful. What am I grateful for? I'm grateful. Oh, okay. I'm grateful. Jimmy D's grateful for Barcelona and all the amazing people. It really is one of my favorite cities in the world. I really like it. Barcelona people are super cool.
It's been too long since the last time you've been here.
Maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. Not so long.
Not that much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually in Barcelona. If I'm not wrong, just before the no, it wasn't. I think it was 2018. But I was there for
Mhm.
just like a couple of days, or actually on transit. So I liked the city so much that I was one of the flights that I didn't even have a day. I I had like maybe 3 hours or something between flights because I was going to Portugal from Indonesia. And I stopped over and then I got off the airport and I went to the La Ramblas, and there's a restaurant that I remember that it's called Nuria, and I went
Mhm.
there to get some paella and some sangria and some stuff, and then just ate. Had only time to go back on the bus and go back to the over and leave. But that was super cool. Like I loved having the time to do that because at least it brought back like good memories.
Yeah, yeah. It's a pity when you have to just a couple of spare hours to spend in a city that, and then you realize, fuck, this could be the final destination for my travel. It's so enjoyable. It happened to me
Yeah.
in Brazil, and I went twice the same year, so I understand that feeling.
Yeah, it's
Back
true.
then, I also had, now that we were with these messages, I remembered one of my original gratitude messages, because it was the day I met Ben Frieslandpop that showed me how to build proper red zone circuits in there. And also, in those days I was learning a lot of Minecraft stuff from my peer David. He was teaching lots of quirky things, how to name your panda bears, and how to make a citizen go upwards, like levitating on his head, and uh, really well quickly tricks. And those days I felt that my gratitude message would have been that I was grateful for the ability of learning, being able to learn from younger generations. Yeah, learning in general
Yeah.
is quite cool, but when you that's a humility lesson when you learn stuff from people much younger than you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree, and I think that's a good sign because that kind of shows that you're not being left behind. You're willing to listen to what's happening in the world, that you may not be that familiar with anymore, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind of easy to think that you've seen all of it and lose your sense of amazement. But yeah, I think the other day you were mentioning this about raising a kid and uh, experiencing again the discovery experiences, and yeah, the sense of amazement. So being raising a kid is a wonderful experience. Yeah, super
Yeah,
humbling.
I really like color scheme of the plot, like the pink and the blue, the
Yeah, because
cyan, the
it's your
cyan.
logo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the reason.
Yeah, it's really,
yeah,
it
it's
is really nice. I
nice.
never thought about using it, like the way that you guys have put together the glass and the way that you guys have put together the even I thought this was great too. This where was it? Over here. Like
Back
you've
there,
got
yeah.
all these lights lit up, which are great, and sea lanterns and stuff like that. But then you also had like the I can't find it now. Yeah, you guys had the green little details and stuff as well, fences and purple.
Well, yeah, the idea is to make something cohesive out of this nightmare. But yeah, maybe in some spare hours,
Super
night
cool.
after night, we can make something really decent out of this chunk. Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool with the green and stuff as well, and yeah,
yeah.
it's really awesome.
Yeah, the idea
Yeah,
is
and I
to
like
make
the
something
contrast of the
eerie.
space. Like it's all snowy, but then you have the dark rocks almost everywhere. But then you have like just the really colorful bits just standing out. Like it's cool. I like it.
That's interesting for sure.
Yeah, it's halfway what we want to make here, but yeah, it's what happens with these kind of pieces that while you're in the process, maybe it looks like crap on your eyes, but because you have the final vision of what
Yeah,
what you want to make out of this. So I'm
you're
not
picturing like it
particularly
should be like that, and it's not
yeah
quite yet, so it doesn't look that good. But it still looks good for what you have. You know, like it's just that when you do have more and more completed, of course, it's gonna look even more awesome.
yeah, but it's time demanding. That's something I realized really early on. Oh, cool! They have a map in here. Oh, I've never visited this ship. I saw it from the distance, but
Yeah, they've got a map and Clash Dome's right on it. That's pretty cool.
yeah. I have
Yeah,
to wander around and travel the
and they
whole
have
space. Yeah.
all the people controlling the boat as well.
Cool. So cool. Yeah, it's when
Got a
it's
little shopkeeper in here. That's pretty sweet.
oh so cool. And they have this fighting poster of these two guys.
Wow, that's really awesome. I don't know who did this, but this is pretty sweet. You got
Yeah.
the boat here. They got the Clash Dome plot over here. You guys are well represented by your neighbors.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Nice little captain's chair. Look at that. That's great. Little
Yeah, this is really cool
steering
when you
wheel.
actually can focus on one task and finish from the start from to the end. You can make cool stuff like this. So that's what what I should do with the plot. Uh, get my attention to a single building and polish it, and
Yeah,
then jump to
that
the
is a
next
good
one.
point.
Yeah,
Sometimes, like, yeah, but it's hard because you were given like a pretty substantial amount of land, right? Like, and then you have all that plot to fill up with stuff, and then I guess you got to try to like, oh, I want to do a little bit of everything so I can see how the whole scene is going to look like, and then you don't have time to just focus on one thing and just get it finished, right? So,
yeah,
That's
but
cool. You
still,
guys got
it
a cool
looks
neighbor.
nice.
yeah. And there are other neighbors in there that built like some huge statues too. So this one is new for me. Wow.
I mean, you might wonder why I'm you might wonder why I'm swimming so fast.
Because you're in creative and flying.
No, because I am Aquaman.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, man. You should start communicating with all the animals as well.
And what do you guys think about having NPCs inside our dome? Is something that will be doable at some point, like spawning creatures inside and make them fight each other?
I'm not sure about that one actually, because so one of the reasons that it got removed on creative was because of server lag. There were a few people that were just like creating a lot of there were a few people that were just creating like a lot of spam.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I guess so. Your idea is you wanna have mobs in there so that people can come in and fight them. Is that what you?
Yeah, exactly. It would work.
Wouldn't be people, right? Like I think both NPCs, right? Like just fighting each other or something. That's what you said.
Both options would actually work. Like having NPCs against actual players, or just NPCs beating the crap out of each other. As long as there's balance inside the dome, we will be fine.
Yeah, I don't think that we can have players fighting. I don't think that we can have players fighting other players. I mean, you just can't kill them, right? Because it's Genesis.
Yeah.
So like you can pretty much do whatever you want, right? Like
maybe that idea could work. Like NPCs against players. Let's say players fighting like golems or zombies or something like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we
But
still.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
imagine.
We had this idea because I'm not really sure when or if it will even happen, but we had this idea that like potentially maybe what we could do in the future is allow people to have the animals back, but there would be like some sort of like condition, like maybe you'd have to use Upliftium to get them or something like that, just so that people like weren't massively spanning. But I don't know if we even have the technicals that work out. But like there was a point in time where like one plot had like hundreds of thousands of cats, right? It was just like
cows. Yeah, I remember Anders' plot with. Yeah, my computer started
yeah.
with well, it had sparks whenever I visited Anders' plots. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think like what they did in Chicken Caw was now because I freaked out, because I didn't get the memo. I went in there and I'm like, why do I only ever have one pig? Who keeps stealing my stuff? I've only got one pig. What's happening? I just fed them like stuff, and now I've got one pig again. But so I think in Chicken Caw, what they're doing is they're stacking them. So if you look at the pig, you'll see a number, and that's like how many you have. And in London, they're not stacked yet. They still show up as the way that they are. But the difference, I think, is creative, where people can just spawn whatever they want, which kind of
Yeah, because the spawner eggs then that basically gives you the ability to spawn like infinite amounts of mobs, and that can cause real server lag, right? But maybe we could figure out something. Like I think you could try to send us if you have like a specific idea, or once you have a more polished idea what kind of dynamics you would want, and that I can have a chat, with Corey and the team and see if there's anything like maybe there's a way we could just for a championship, for example, that you put together one event. Maybe there's a way we can just spawn, like get an admin to come in and spawn like the zombies for it or something like that.
The Wither. Do you know
the Wither? Maybe.
Yeah.
That would wreck your whole thing, though.
Yeah, I know, but
it
it's impossible to. Yeah, but for the lols, it would be worth it. But do you think if we spawn a Wither or something like that, that he can break the whole thing? Because you've been playing around with all the setup possibilities, and I've seen things that I wouldn't have imagined.
So the thing about this, right? Like it's complicated in the Uplift because we're not just like Minecraft server. We do run on Minecraft, but whatever dynamics from the game Minecraft are actually preventing the Uplift, this place for people to hang out and to have fun and all, from functioning correctly, and it's just not adding anything really to the game. Not to the game, but to the Uplift, it's just like a game mechanics. Then that can be just nerfed or be vanished with, which is what happened with the spawning of the mobs, and also, for example, in some of the servers, I know that they were trying to get rid of mobs griefing as well, which is I think that Enderman like sometimes grab blocks and move them to different places. Creepers blowing up like it brought up human-made structures. So they were trying to get rid of that kind of destruction, so that the people building stuff wouldn't have their structures destroyed. So all that needs to be taken into consideration. So that's why I say, if you remind me again on the group, I'll try to bring it up with the team and see if that idea kind of fits in with what we're developing and the restrictions that we've put in place.
Yeah, I think there'll be like lots of experiments and changes and things that we can do at some point to be able to adapt. But
I think Javi might have frozen.
Oh, really? He's just he just overloaded himself, I guess. All right. Well, I mean, we're kind of coming up on time anyway. But
yeah, I just dropped off. Well, now that we don't have an interviewee anymore.
Yeah, well, we'll give him a minute or two and see if he pops back in just to say goodbye. But yeah,
I'll try to ask him anyway.
Again, thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone
he said he'll be back.
Okay. Thanks to everyone who came and supported us. That was kind of fun. I'm surprised my computer worked so well today. I don't know what's going on with that. Usually it doesn't. So that was a nice little shift.
Yeah.
I guess we're back tomorrow. There's a couple more tomorrow we'll be back with. I think Lisa Chandler's on.
I think there's 3 tomorrow, actually.
And
it's
I
be like
think
the final scheduled for this series, right?
Yeah. So there's Lisa Chandler, Alpaca World, and
there is.
Sorry, one more time.
Right?
No. So I said that the Javi's back. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I ran out of battery juice. I thought I was like, the battery was at 100%, and I said, well, maybe it works for all this time. Okay. Sorry, cool. We were exploring the possibilities of these NPCs, exploiting the rights, the civil rights of NPCs, right?
Yeah, that's what we were discussing, the civil right of NPCs. But in regards to that, I was just saying, like, there should be a message about that, and I'll try to bring it up with the team, because there are, lots of things we're working on the background to make sure that the uplift and the gratitude and win-win-win economy, that's the main focus and not Minecraft the game. So we have to see where the clash happens, if pun intended, and then we can make it work with what we have, right?
Yeah, I know you guys must be super loaded with work, but at some point it would be cool trying to figure out some interactions between these custom explore the customization that you can give us to our plot and see what kind of weird show we can make inside the dome. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I think it's really interesting for sure. Like that, the possibilities are pretty cool with that closed-in dome. Like, I don't know how that would happen, but we had one question from Nerd King. Any plans with Tetris on Clash Dome? Asking.
Tetris? No, Tetris has a lot of patents. It's patents or patents? How do you pronounce it?
Patents.
Patents. You can't reproduce a game like Tetris because they will spawn an army of lawyers upon you. So,
but just make sure that they're spawned into the Clash Dome so that we can kill them.
Okay. No, but we have another game that it's called Templock. It's kind of a puzzle game that reminds of Tetris. It's a good equivalent. So imagine Tetris without gravity and with a super chilling atmosphere underwater, placing blocks at your own pace. And it's quite challenging, in fact. It's a good substitute for Tetris addicts. It's like the metadome for Tetris addict. Yeah.
I kind of feel like somebody should just create a new game, like a new 3D game. Like, you remember that there was a horror movie. I don't like horror movies, but remember that horror movie, The Cube, where you were stuck inside this cube and like everything was trying to kill you. Or sometimes in like the Indiana Jones things, the walls just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Yeah. Imagine if you had like the Cube, where it was like 3D Tetris, where like you could throw them to all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, and it would just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and then it would crush you. Right?
Yeah, that's
like something like that would be really cool. If anyone wants to build it and let me play for free, I'd be happy.
That's the exact idea behind Templock, but in a 2D layer. But the space gets cramped and cramped until you have no more room, but you can still play out a lucky combo and make some extra room and get some oxygen for some extra rounds. So yeah.
That's very cool.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we have a substitute for Tetris. Yeah.
Those games are cool because of that. Like they're just time killers as well, right? Like you sit down and you get, when you get immersed in it, you just play for hours until you feel like you're beating it enough. But it's never enough, because you can always do a little bit better, and you will get better with time. Like it's the kind of game that you're not gonna be exactly the same for long. You're always gonna get a little bit better, right?
I'm totally not gonna say what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna let that one go under the carpet.
Thank you. I guess I appreciate that. Would it turn my comment into something bad, or?
I mean, yeah, I'll just leave it there. Wallow in my own madness.
Javi, is there anything else you'd like to announce from Clashdown, like to the people watching, or what you have coming, on the project and everything?
Yeah.
Just whatever.
Yeah, we have our own token, Ludio, that we are giving for our players when they achieve some particular feats, and we are giving more chances for other profiles of collectors to join the experience. So not just active players can make some earnings with Clashdom, but also as a passive income for kind of an investor profile. So this will be the lands that will be used in Endless Siege, our tower defense game. And this will be a sale that will happen in like a couple of weeks, more or less. And yeah, the idea is that if you own a chunk of land, the players that battle in this battleground, that defend it from orcs, they kind of work for you, that are the landlord. Then you, as a landlord, gather all the orc corpses, all the bodies, and sell them to a necromancer. So this necromancer turns all these orc bodies into Ludio, the token. So it's a kind of a themed way of earning this token. And this will be a campaign that will happen in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
I like the background story to it.
Yeah, because necromancers are totally not shady interest in life. They will be gathering these orc bodies for a good reason. I'm sure of that.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's a good kind of business to have.
Yeah, sure. It's the business with the most future out there, dealing with dead bodies.
Yeah, I mean, who never? I'm gonna stop it here as well. Otherwise, people are gonna think I'm serious. This is all a joke on the gaming side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just tuned out and decided to watch the sunrise instead.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna hijack. This is my rail plot in Chicken Caw, actually.
Man, you have the corals right in front of you. That's super cool.
Yeah, well, it was like this actually when I got it. It was
that humble structure sounds familiar to me. This bed placed in the middle of a cobblestone floor. Yeah, super humble beginnings. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like simple, so I like to keep it that way.
Yeah, but you started, your first land plot was in the middle of the ocean, right?
Yeah, that was in Genesis though, so that was a little bit different. Like because you could procure whatever blocks you wanted, so yeah.
Your sky forest looks really super cool.
Well, I built a lot of this today, but it's pretty nuts actually. This forest is it's pretty maddening. Yeah, I just decided to go up really high and see how high I could get. Because getting high is fun in Minecraft.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna hijack it because we're already here. Sorry about that. But yeah, I learned a new trick, and it's really fun trick actually. And I just like building things really high, and so that's what I did. Acacia on top of acacia on top of acacia on top of acacia. It's just like pretty nuts actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I died like I've died like hundreds of times here.
For sure.
Like,
well, you are playing really high, so
yeah, like it's kind of.
But you keep stacking these chunks of tree to make it bigger, or it grows naturally.
See.
Yeah.
No, I stack them, and I use I just stack them and then make it higher and higher.
You put like a piece of dirt on top of one tree, and then you grow another one there, and then you just keep doing that, right?
Tree. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a bit of a trick, but now everyone knows how to do it, so it's not going to be so special anymore. But yeah, it's kind of.
It looks nice, though, man. I hadn't seen it before.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, Javi, thanks for thanks for having, thanks for coming and sharing your really cool build, because I really enjoyed that. Honestly, it was really amazing. I really quite enjoyed the color palette, and I'm really excited to see what you guys do with the plot, because I think it's going to be really cool. So please come back again sometime and introduce us to more of what you guys have got going on when you get back in the game and your building.
Yeah, whenever we start blending these two worlds, we will have some interesting stuff to show and share with you, for sure. The possibilities are great.
We just got in trouble.
My buddy.
Well, you kind of were, Anders, because Javi did mention a couple of times that you were really onto him when he stopped, following your way of the survivalist in Minecraft.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna let you guys go, and we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Sorry, at 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Eastern Standard.
Yeah.
For another Journeys episode.
It's then at 9 again, right? It's something like that.
Yeah, there's another one at 9. I won't be here. You're gonna have to do that one all solo, Callie.
Yeah, it's okay. No problems. There's gonna be one at 8, one at 9, and then another one at this time of 12 p.m. So it's gonna be a marathon tomorrow.
Yeah,
okay. You're in trouble. I mean, he's
an ayatollah of his own thoughts. He's an extremist. Beware of this kind of people.
And he never forgets. He's like.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much, and we'll see you guys all next time.